completely loose here.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, I was going to make a comment. That's
Sure,
a
please.
very good point. You know, you put it here, his mind goes into that. And so, you know, that helped me. That was a very good point.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so now so you guys know 1 through basic at the 8. So this is what I might teach you, some of you. If you guys knew, this is what I do in my class, for instance. I would teach, 1 through 8 the wrist, and I would say, okay, students, just grab each other like this and just do 1 through 8. So I don't really have to teach anything in addition to what the technique is, because 1 through 8 is 1 through 8, right? But now there's other techniques that I want to show you from here, okay? Take a small step with either side. Clasp the back of his hand, okay? Twist out, double spear. Okay, so the first one is clasp the back of the hand. Please be careful, it's very painful, okay? And bring this hand down and you'll escape away. Notice how my body goes through all the way. Now, when you put the hands together to strike, if the hand is straight, it'll bend. So you can make it slightly concave and make it more spear-like. And there's no way this will bend. There's absolutely no way it'll bend. Okay? So kind of think about doing that. Kind of a wedge shape. So the first one, clasp the hands, body to, please be careful. Second technique, it looks so easy, I don't even know how it works. What you want to do is step outside him just a little bit more, bring the hand behind him. See, notice how his weight is slightly toward his back just a little bit, he's off balance. That's one of the things you want to do here, get him off balance. The second thing you want to do is put the back of his hand right on his face. So it's hitting his face. So just by doing those two motions, he'll just go right over. Okay? But you need to get him off balance. I'll go slow. Push. Pull. Just do those two techniques first.
Sure.
It's a painful technique.
I didn't have a
But it ties him up where he can't do anything. You're going to take a step outside. Remember what we did with the two guys grabbing you here? Okay, it's the same grip here, okay? And you're just going to step through here like this and just tie him up. Okay, let's try that. Just tie him up.
One more time, sir.
Make sure.
Make the X,
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Push up, push down. It's not dangerous, but you're like tied up and you don't know what to do. Okay, let's go ahead and try that.
Yes, sir.
Touch your grip first.
Thank you, sir. Just kick number 2. It's all you really need, and then his attention is where you hit him, and then you can do the thing. Okay. Now with 2 hands. Okay. It's the same thing. Let go. Well, guess what? It's just like 1 through 8 at the wrist here, but with 2 hands. Don't worry about this. Okay. Now grab. Master Dorsey, you're pretty strong. Maybe a little bit too strong for me, but let me see if it works. Grab tight. Okay, now there's no way I'm going to be able to bring my hand up and over to do armbar number 1, okay? So what you need to do is basic. Get to the technique. Once you go down, and look, all I do is hook. And all I have to do is look, raise my whole leg up. I'm not trying to, right? There's no way. I'm telling you, there's absolutely no way I can bring him over. Impossible. He's got 2 arms. I'm using 1, right? But if you use your whole body, it's so easy. Okay? Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, again, technique is so important. Not very big. I don't weigh a lot. So I have to compensate strength for technique. Whereas maybe there's other instructors who are a lot bigger than I am and stronger than I am, and they can just kind of muscle this person over. Now, somebody smaller comes over and says, well, excuse me, master, I can't seem to do this technique. I can't do it. And the master instructor usually says, well, do it harder. Use more strength. But how much strength can you use? It's impossible if you don't have the strength. So technique is so important, okay? And sometimes it's almost too late at this point here to talk about technique, proper technique. But don't worry about this. If you get the technique correctly, now here it might be a little bit hard because he's got a hold of you, but don't worry about it. Just do your technique, okay? So 1 through 8. You might have problems with 7 and 8, guaranteed. So do 1 through 6. If you have problems with 7 and 8, I'll give you a hand. Quickly, please.
Sure.
Sir. 7 and 8 is kind of difficult. What you need to do is you need to release one hand here. You need to roll up your sleeves. Okay? Press your point on the inside of the wrist. You can't go straight through. You need to. It's a lot. Okay? So number 7 is okay? 8. One motion. Try that. Sir. People think I'm at a disadvantage because he's got his 2 hands gripping my one hand, one arm. But if you kind of stop and think about it, who's at a disadvantage? He is, because he can't use his hands now. I have one hand free, so I can do whatever I want with this. So that should be kind of self-explanatory. Okay, you can hit, you can do whatever you want. But here is a huge, huge secret that I'm going to tell you or show you right now when it comes to this technique. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is turn your hands inside or turn your hands outside. That's all you need to do. Don't even think about doing technique. Because let's say you only have one hand to use. Okay, so turn one way. Turn the other way. Okay, so don't really worry about techniques. All you have to do is turn. But now, let's say it's really big and really strong and there's nothing I can do. Told you, showed you this technique. Make a fist, come up underneath and grab your own fist and push and pull. Okay, grab tight. Let your opponent grab really tight. Now look, you don't want to lift up. You want to lead. Let go for a second. You want to lead and roll with the elbow. I'm moving my elbow in a circular motion. See, the elbow moves in a circular motion. Not straight up. It's not more body slightly forward. Okay? So, what are we going to do? Move one way, move next way, and just push. Just try that technique, and then try this. So try those 3 techniques.
Yes, sir.
This, I need you to do this technique properly. Okay, without hurting each other. Okay, what you want to do is you want to grab across your body and grab underneath, grab the uniform. With this hand, you're going to twist and turn inside his vein here, okay? You're blocking that off. Here, same thing. You're grabbing with thumb up, and all you're going to do is turn so the pinky is pointing to your opponent's neck. So you're twisting. Please be very careful, but I need you to know how to put this on. I think it's very, very important, okay? Turn. Pull forward. It takes nothing for the person to tap out. As soon as you feel something, tap out. But don't go really fast and really hard. Just go really slow. I'll give you a few minutes. Put this on. Pull, pull, scissor it and push. Work on the side of the veins here if you can, because that's what you want to work on. Not everyone thinks it's like right here, but it's actually to the side of the neck. And then look, pull forward. Okay, try that a few minutes. Please be careful.
Sure.
It takes a lot longer to make somebody pass out if you do it in the front as opposed to on the side, because now you're working on the direct flow of blood up into the brain, not necessarily air. If you collapse somebody's esophagus, it'll hurt a lot more, and anytime they eat, it'll be very painful. So try to stay away from the front part of the throat when you do this. Work more on the sides. That's why I say you need to grab really deep back here. you grab shallow, then you're working on this. Grab deep, and then work on that side. I'm not even touching his throat. Am I touching his throat? No. Can you still talk, right? Yes, sir. Yeah. See, I'm working on the side of the neck here, and then just pushing that together. Guys, the person probably has maybe 3 seconds or so, and then you'll start getting lightheaded and you'll pass out. Okay? So it's very important that you know how to put this hold on, right? So remember the basic exercise that I have you guys do with that neck really tight? Okay? One of the reasons why you do that is you want to be able to develop strong neck muscles, just in case somebody comes and tries to choke you. Okay, I think it's very important as well. So when somebody puts that hold on, you don't have that much time. So if you just kind of stand still and give that neck to them, that's good, hold. Obviously you're going to pass out. So one of the defense techniques for countering that is to do that. When you do that, the muscle sticks out, and the veins and the arteries hide underneath. It's not as exposed, okay? Go. It's impossible. Let me try again. Okay, so that's one of the self-defense techniques. So that's the first thing you want to do, okay, even if you know the technique, right? Put this hand over the top here. And then you can do whatever hand techniques you want. Okay? Throw. Okay, so let's work on that. So this is what I want you to do. First thing, go slow. This. Second thing, over. Third thing, what can I do? Hand techniques. Strike. Push. Hit. Whatever. Okay, so think about, 5 or 6 techniques.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chokes from the front. Here, you're going to be collapsing the front part of the throat here. Okay? Actually, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can collapse the throat one way, or that's really a dangerous thing.